take 75. You have no idea how long it's taken me to sit down and actually make this video. I've been planning it, been doing test shots. I'm just put it out there and see what happens. Alright, welcome to my channel, welcome to my first video. The channel will be focused mostly on Hot Wheels collections. I have a moderate collection. It's not very big by collector standards, but I do have a few unique pieces and some interesting sets. Over the next couple of videos I'll be showcasing some of them. You sort of see the trends, I focus mostly on racing, the older racing series, the vintage racing series. I've got the 2012 stock car racing series that I'm going to show you now. It's going to be the first video. And then from there we'll get to some of the other interesting, maybe harder to find pieces in my collection as well. Every now and again I'll crack one or two open. I keep most of my collection carded, just prefer it that way. I don't have much in the way of display area, so that's probably one of the main reasons. But yeah, we'll get into it and we'll start off with the set today and see where it goes. All right. So the first series I'm going to start off with is the Hot Wheels Racing 2012 Stock Car series. There was a series of 6 subsets. They're all under the Hot Wheels Racing name, but each of them had a unique subsection. The Stock Car series wasn't that hard to find, but it has in the last couple of years become increasingly difficult as some of the popularity of some of the models, especially the Chevelle in this case, has increased. There's been a bit more focus on some of them. Also, some of them tend to be a little harder to find than others, which makes them a little bit more valuable. Right, so the first car is the number 266 1966 Chevelle. Show you the back of the car. It's just the normal info, and then the other cars in the series. Right, so like I said, this one, since this car was featured as a convention car about 3 years ago, there's been a bit of a resurgence in the popularity of this one. That's the first one. We have the 56 Merc. This one is a little bit more common. You still find this one readily available on eBay, and they're not that expensive. I've got a couple of these, might crack that one open. I think this one is everybody's favorite. That's the Dan Gurney, the cherry red 65 Ford Galaxy. It's brilliant. The color on that is just superb. I actually haven't opened one to show. Just one of the main points about these series is just the incredible attention to detail, which obviously you only recently started to see again in the car culture series. But even then, I've yet to see one that's reached the lofty heights of these subsets of the vintage of the racing series. Hot Wheels Racing series. Right. So this one has also become increasingly difficult to find. The 59 Chevy Impala. You'll obviously notice it gets the full treatment. Super sharp tampos all round. Brilliant. This one is also known as obviously the Christine car, the 57 Plymouth, which is actually the 57 Plymouth Fury casting. So it's gained notoriety from the movie. And I say this is one of my favorites as well. And then certainly one with a lot of history, the Junior Johnson 1940 Ford Coupe. It's quite an interesting story about that. If you've got the time, read up about Junior Johnson's younger days. You see, there's quite an interesting story behind this car involving some moonshine. Yeah, if you check it out if you've got some time. That story should be easy to get to. Alright. Right, like I said, I'll crack one of these open just to wrap up the video. Give you an idea of what it looks like straight out of the packaging. And let's have a look at it. They're genuinely well packaged as well. This whole series, very much like an RLC car, convention car. These are absolutely wonderful out of the packaging, and as once you get started, you do almost feel like you want to crack open the whole set. It's super sharp. This one has the opening hood. You very rarely see that these days. It's only since last year in the RLC that they've started reincorporating opening parts into their premium cars. So we'll be hoping to see a lot more of that again in the future. Alright, bit of schmutz there. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to. I'll try and keep these coming as best I can. Alright, keep well. Yeah.